Well, dealers are going to have to change at Stellantis, specifically Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, if they want to make money, because this new incentive program, oof. Imagine dealers making more money for not screwing people. What a novel idea. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. I found something extremely interesting. So, got off the phone with my sources about an hour and a half ago, and they said that since Tim Kuniskis' return, he is well aware of the bad blood from customers with dealers over stuff like the Demon 170. Now, to be fair, a lot of people will say that, it's Tim's fault that these cars did what they did, but it was Tim's idea to try to make customers and dealers have to sign an affidavit that the vehicle was sold at sticker for them to get a priority build date. That's all that could be done at that time to try to rein dealers in from the BS. Needless to say, we all know that that did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And there's still over 180 plus Demon 170s that have never been sold sitting on dealer lots right now that they can't even get to sticker to sell because they did it to themselves. That said, I digress. With John Elkins' approval, it looks like Tim and some of the other executives at Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram are putting together an incentive program for dealers. If you sell more vehicles under, not at, under MSRP, Stellantis could kick you back a significant bonus. Now, dealers and manufacturers do this already. Kia does that. If you sell a certain amount of vehicles in X amount of time, they'll kick you a bonus. So dealers try to push vehicles out, excuse me, sometimes at a loss because of the big bonus they get back from the manufacturer, right? Toyota does it as well when they're having slumps, and they've had some recently. So dealers are trying to it's one of the rare times you can actually buy a Toyota for less, or at least at sticker, you're not paying over sticker for a Toyota. Their on lot average time is around 30 days. It's some of the best in the industry, or was. Now, Stellantis wants to get back to those numbers. They want to get back to moving vehicles, moving metal, pushing vehicles, getting them out the door. And the best way to do that is with incentives, but not just customer incentives, because they'll be there. They want dealers to get into the habit, according to this meeting that happened, they want dealers to get it in their brains and get into the habit of, if we sell this vehicle under sticker, we can move more of these, and we can get a bigger stipend or a bigger bonus from Stellantis for moving more vehicles. Now, there are dealerships that do that now, as far as moving metal, and that's the dealerships that order like the base model of like trucks and cars, like the bare minimum stuff, and they try to push those things out, right? They get special financing programs with credit unions and other stuff for bad credit customers. It allows them to help them move more metal so they can get those bonuses. But this is going to become across the board at Stellantis. All of that $10,000 markup like we saw from them jackasses at Putnam, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in California, those dumb, super retarded geniuses over there that think that they were going to get an extra $10,000 on top of their electric Dodge Charger. No. Those dealers like that are going to die. And that's what this incentive program is for. The dealers that are still going to try to milk money out of these vehicles with markups and add-ons and things of that nature, they're going to go by the wayside. They're gonna disappear. And it's funny because at one of Elkin's proposals, or one of the things that he talked about, which dealers don't want to hear this at all, is direct to consumer. Yeah. Direct to consumer. Like, you buy the vehicle from Stellantis directly, they ship it to you right to your door, just like Tesla. Dealers do not want to hear that. They don't. They literally have laws on the books in states to try to prevent manufacturers from doing that. But dealers are shook now because they either are going to play ball with this new incentive program, or there's also a penalty program that's being proposed, and it's a John Elkann baby. What I mean by that is he doesn't like the dealer network. He'd rather sell direct to consumer. Now, the executives at Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram don't want that. A lot of them have worked in dealer networks before they got to where they're at now, right? But the chairman of the board is like, yeah, let's give them this incentive and see if they sell these vehicles under sticker. Let's give them something to make them not screw our customer base. And if it doesn't work, we're going to do this. Because Elkann and his executive council now at Stellantis are working on a program to strip dealers of their franchises. Not fine, not you're not going to get allocations. Strip them of their franchise. Now, in some states, that means Stellantis would have to buy back all that inventory. And I think Elkann and the board of directors and Stellantis directly is ready for that pain point if they have to do it. Because they're only going to have to do it 1 or 2 times, and it will be very public when it happens, that other dealers will be like, don't get it twisted. Owners will be literally busting their ass of their general managers to be like, don't you dare do that crap, or you're fired. I'll find somebody who's not going to do it, because they don't want to lose that franchise. It's only going to take 1 or 2 times. And I think Elkann at least knows that. So they're going to have the carrot over here that's being put together by the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram executives of, hey, if you move a lot of metal and you move it under sticker, if you move this amount of units and not just the base models, you got to move some high-end stuff. You move all this stuff under sticker. There's no markups. There's no funny stuff in the background. The general manager has to sign affidavits under penalty of perjury in this program, as would the customer that they paid X amount. And to make sure that they don't play any games, the bank or whoever it is that they're doing financing. That's the only part that I see that could end up being a problem. Our banks are going to be like, we really don't want to be signing legal documents because you sold a car and we're giving you money. But they could end up signing something that the bank paid the dealership X amount and it better match the paperwork. That's probably what it's going to come down to. But I see the carrot over here and we see John Elkann over here, which I'm shocked. I'm definitely shocked because I didn't think he was ever pro-consumer at all. But to see him talking with his executive staff now, as he's like the interim or the temporary CEO with these other executives, about stripping dealers of their franchise license, whoo! Yeah. And I know that there's some general managers and dealers watching this like, yeah, I bet bullshit. No, they won't. They'll never do that. There's the saying, it's got more popular in the last couple of years. FAFO. Keep playing the games that you play and see what happens. When you could be getting this carrot and this incentive program, you're going to keep trying to squeeze and get an extra 5 or 10 out of a customer's deal. When if you just move more metal, you get more incentives from the company. You have more happy customers. You have more repeat customers. I just don't understand. The only way you go this way is if you're retarded. But then again, most dealers are. So what can I tell you? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I am working on a live stream with an executive at Stellantis. That's what I can tell you right now. I could have a special guest on this week with a live stream no holds barred, can ask everything. And the executive, we've been going back and forth, have also said the same thing. Can I ask you anything? Obviously, I'm not giving up my sources. I know that's going to be part of it, trying to be funny. But it should be very interesting. So definitely stay tuned if you're interested in that. It should bear some news, from what I've been told anyway. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.